All right, everyone. Here we are with ticker symbol RKT, Rocket Companies Inc. And before we jump into this chart, I want to say welcome to all my first-time viewers and investors. Welcome to my channel, Invest for Tomorrow. To all my subscribers, welcome back. And let's jump into this chart. So, Rocket Companies Inc. has actually dipped after breaking through resistance. This was a lot of volatility, and it ended up basically breaking even. I mean, it ran up, fell down below it, and ended up slightly right above where it started. And it run up all the way to 22.98. From that point, it created a rejection. It fell to lows here of about 20.25, 20.23, give or take. And then it ran back up and it's leveled off at 21.48. So we're going to look at this very narrow, and then I'm going to talk about this much broader. I mean, it still worked its way up from its lows of 17.80 moving forward. But the day before earnings, that's a lot of volatility. So we're going to see what's going to go on tomorrow and where this is going and what to expect. So we got to pay close attention to this one. So the 50-day moving average is 21.27. I want you guys to keep that in mind. 21.27 is super important for everyone right now because we're so close to it, and it lets us know if we're above in bullish territory or if we're below in bearish territory. So let's move our support to its new location, and this is going to be such a narrow stretch. I mean, this is too close to call, literally, on how much of closeness we're going to be here. So I'm going to get this real close. We're going to break this down to the T. So this is really, really close for two reasons. If it breaks through this, it could be on its way to newer highs. And if it breaks through this, this is already in bearish territory. Now, we did see that it broke through newer highs. It went to bearish territory and it brought itself back up. But this is really not a recovery yet. The bulls need to go ahead. Obviously, they turned this into a staircase. They started the staircase here. They need to turn this resistance into a staircase, and they need to work their way up to a much newer staircase. So when you do the drawing, these are the points where the stock is going to create that effect. Right now, this is way too close. There's not enough room to say that's a staircase, that's official. Even the resistance is too close. I mean, this right now, with the volatility, I mean, we need to look at it real closely, but you're going to want to watch the behavior, the volume, and the news, or whatever it is that you're going to need to equip yourself better other than this chart, because tomorrow's a big day for rocket companies on how this is going to play out. So do your due diligence and research tonight and even tomorrow morning and as the day is playing out, and watch the charts. So I'm going to talk about this, like I said, broad. Up here is the highest point before it fell. That's 22.77. That is the most important number right now for the bulls to break through, to then get to the highest point and then reach newer highs. That is the most important, 22.77. 22.77. And the lowest point reached in this chart of the bearish run is 2023. You're going to want to keep that in mind depending on which way this goes, because if it breaks through 2023 in the next coming days or week, this will start to see newer lows and new support levels. But right now, we're slightly in bullish territory, and the most important number for the bulls is up here at 22.77 to start to work their way up and possibly break through the highest point and reach new resistance levels and newer highs. But before getting there, the first point that needs to be broken through by the bulls is their first resistance level, and that is 21.68. That needs to be turned into a support so that the bulls can start to work their way up, reach newer highs, and start the catalyst of moving further away from the 50-day moving average of 21.27 and pull away deeper into bullish territory so that they can actually maintain control and maintain leverage here. Because for the bulls to maintain this momentum, they need to stay above the 50-day moving average. And how do they do that? By breaking through the first resistance level of 21.68, turning that into a support and pulling away from it deeper into bullish territory. So I want to emphasize, the bulls need to break through 21.68 to pull away from the 50-day moving average. If not, it's going to catch up to the price. If they just hang out sideways, moving around. At some point, this is going to catch up to the price. It's going to end up above the price, and the price is going to end up below it in bearish territory, giving leverage to the bears to start pulling this one down. So keep that in mind. Now, on the other hand, we have what the bears want, and this is really close to the 50-day moving average. It's literally 2 cents away to 1 cent away, give or take. So if support is broken through, you can nearly say that the 50-day moving average has been broken through. Now, does that mean that the bears have completely gained control and destroyed the chart? No. That just means that they're gaining leverage, and I would highly emphasize and advise every single investor, advise every single investor to go ahead and watch closely how this stock is behaving and reacting. If it breaks through support, how quickly is it moving to newer lows? Or are the bulls trying to reappear before it hits newer lows and gets deeper into bearish territory to bring this back up into bullish territory as they did today? So it's going to be super important. Now, right now, if you imagine this same picture of what happened here, right? This whole entire picture, obviously what saved the bulls from not being very deep into bearish territory is the fact that they were way up. But now imagine that same picture here. Even if this was to fall down and start to bounce back up, I don't think the recovery will actually get them anywhere near the 50-day moving average. If anything, this 50-day moving average might just fall slightly and pick back up, and we'll end up right here slightly above the price, and the price will be below it in bearish territory. So keep that in mind, that yes, this was a hard fall and it recovered, and that's something you're going to want to look at. But you're going to want to look for if the bulls are coming back in early, bringing it back up. Not when it's down here trying to come back up. They're going to miss it. They won't be able to break over the 50-day moving average, and they're kind of just going to hold it back up. That's going to be good if the bulls reappear, but it does not signify that the bulls got back over the 50-day moving average and got themselves out of bearish territory like they did here. So those are the things you want to look for and pay close attention to tomorrow. As always, if you found this video helpful and informative, please do so and subscribe. Don't forget to click on the bell to turn on all notifications and not miss a single video that I post. Share this with your friends and community. And don't forget to hit that like button to let me know you watched this video. So, trivia question. What is the most important point after breaking through this resistance for the bulls? And what is the most important low to pay close attention to for the next coming days and weeks, as I spoke about both of these points earlier in this video? I look forward to seeing your guys' comments down below. Thank you guys so much for watching, and let's make some money.